Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. My name is Spartan Elite 43, and tonight we are going to boldly go where no one, or foolishly, where no one has gone before. Probably, maybe, hopefully. I don't know how to do this, I'll be real honest, but we have pulled up some more Exo Mastery stuff. We're going to go out there, we're going to scan some germs, you guys know the deal. We're going to make a ton of money for the sole purpose of exploration at some point to get beyond and get our first footfall. Our first footfall. Does that make sense? I don't know if it's possible, but we're going to give it a shot, right? It's unlisted. I apologize. I screwed up. Why is it unlisted? Make it public, dum-dum. Nobody will watch if it's not public. Now it's public, and hopefully that will get some people to show up. Turns out, if you don't make your stream public, people don't see it. Shocker. Alright, well, I'll wait around for a second and wait for folks to show up, and then we'll get back into starting this. Can't believe I did that. Been a while since I screwed up that much. But one thing you guys will notice while we're waiting for people to come in is that we actually have some money, and that's because I did a little bit of exobiology in my off time, and by a little bit I mean I literally just got a couple of planets. But today we've got quite a few planets lined up, and if we were theoretically, just theoretically, if we were to go through and do this entire list, we have 102 systems total, with 311 different samples, totaling $5.91 billion. If we were to do all of them, we're probably not going to do all of them, because that's a lot. But at least if we get started, we can get this party up and running and get out here and do some things. So, without further ado, let's pull up our galaxy menu and start looking for our first place. We are going to LP322836. Blunk. Plot the route. It has been plotted. It is a whopping 2 jumps from where we are. And yes, we will go ahead and let's get this party started. Launch. So this is going to be a theme today. I kind of want to look for systems that have multiple planets of interest within them, because we have less overall travel time? Question mark? I don't know, but that's our goal.
Landing coupler disengaged. Follow the greens on your way out.
Following the greens on my way out. Copy that. We are off to collect lots of samples for you. I shall return. Hopefully. One way or another, I will return. Whether I'm in one piece or not, that'll be seen. First jump to Bolg. B-O-L-G. Also, welcome to the stream, everybody. Appreciate you guys all dropping in. I hope you guys are having a great night. We're going to be out here looking for good stuff and hopefully making something happen. Whether it's money or maybe we get to make our first landfall at some point during tonight. I don't know, but I'm hoping. Because I would like to see what that kind of bonus looks like. Because I heard that the bonus for being the first to make first landfall, or first footfall on a planet, is very profitable. But this is our destination, I believe. So we're going to go ahead and head out this way. And there should be, I believe, 4 separate planets in this system that have biologicals for us. Also, I realized that I just forgot to honk the last system. I mean, it wasn't where we were headed, but still, probably a good idea to honk everything. Alright, so we are going to be headed to B4, B1, C4, C5. So B4, B1, C4, C5. So if we pull up our system map, we have a trinary star system. We got C4 and C5, B1, and B4. So let's head here first. Obviously, we're not going to get a first footfall here, but doesn't mean we can't get some money out of it. Okay. I feel like I shut down a little bit early on the Super Cruise Assist. My goal is also to try to go without doing a Circle of Shame today. Think we can pull that off? See if we can't pull off a no Circle of Shame tonight. Appreciate everybody dropping in. Don't forget, if you guys haven't subscribed, you can subscribe and join the chat. Reason we have it on subscriber-only chat is due to the fact that we get a bunch of bots and stuff that jump into chat and try to drop links, and nobody likes that. So we put it on subscriber-only. So if you are wanting to hang out, or if you just like lurking, I understand that as well. Appreciate you either way. Alright, we're coming up on our first planet of the night. I definitely should have done a better job with the Super Cruise overcharge. What up, Sir Gideon? Your cousin and you dominated in Rust and Rumble. Congrats. Glad you're having fun with the new game mode. All right. Here is our first planet of the day. Let's go ahead and stop right here. I want to use less than 6 probes, so boop. 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 All right, that should get us what we need.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Perfect.
Scan complete.
All right, let's go in. Time to find some signs of life out in the galaxy. going to try to stay on the lit side of the planet. We want to stay in the daylight if we can. Gotten into the nighttime a couple of times on planets, and man, it gets dark. It's a lot harder to find this stuff in the dark. I know. Revelation. What up, Jacob? Welcome to the stream, my dude. Hope you're having a good night still.
Flight engaged.
That looks like a crater to me. Wonder if there's life in the crater. Alright, glide is completed. Alright, this planet looks a lot more barren than I thought. This might be a toughie. We'll find out. Maybe we'll set it down on the edge of one of these little ripples from the crater. See if we see anything growing here. And then we'll head into the crater maybe. Go ahead and drop our landing gear. Oh, we got something right here. That's a good sign. This looks like it's going to be one of the easy ones. I like the easy ones. All right. Disembark. Been a good day, just hot and humid. I hear you there. Once again, just taking a look at our ship. Oof. What is going on with the lag right now? Hello? Are we good? Maybe it had to load in for a second. Yeah, I think we're good. Just had to load in. But, oh God. This planet is not happy with me being here, that's for sure. Alright. I know they had an update last night. Also, I believe this planet has, like, higher gravity. Alright. Scanning our first of the day. Alright. Perfect. That's exactly what we're here for. Yes, definitely seems to be one of those planets with a higher gravity. But we're going to board, go forward. Keep this party rolling. What up, D-Spurge? Hola. Appreciate you dropping in, my dude. Hopefully you weren't getting kicked out anymore tonight. Alright, looks like we got another sample here. Hopefully this is far enough away, right here on the edge of the crater. Remember, we got to be at least 500 meters away from the previous sample. Beautiful. And another 500 meters. Yep, it do be like that sometimes. I actually had something happen like that last night where I was having a good game in the Worcester, and the game decides to kick me out of the lobby just in time to screw me over. So I totally get it. Loaded back in, you had 0, yeah. Like I said, you hit me a couple of times at the beginning of that match, and then I decided that I wasn't about to sit there and watch people beat on me, so I just made a push up the right flank and annihilated the people that I could. I did my part. Alright, there's our first sample. That's $19 million right there, folks. $19 million in what? The first 15 minutes? That's crazy. Alright, landing gear up. Alright, the next thing we need to do is go to... We are in C1. Or, sorry, B1. We now need to go to B4. Which should be this one. Headed towards another planet. Holy crap, man. We went from, like, barely getting anywhere to just, like, completely overpassing the freaking place we wanted to go in seconds. But at least we didn't overshoot by too much. We'll close in and we'll do the same thing for this planet. Like I said, there's like 4 different planets in this one system that we can visit. Alright, 6 probes again. Pretty confident that I did it correctly.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Perfect.
Surface scan complete.
I'm glad I don't have to like sit around and wait for that. Like I can just launch the probes and start making my way in. We're going to make this as efficient as possible. Also, we probably want to go around to the other side of the planet. Again, trying to stay in the daylight. If we can. Alright, let's go in.
Orbital flight engaged.
Again, we're just going to head over. Looks like there's life pretty much everywhere on this planet, according to the map, so just trying to stay in the daylight if we can. This looks like a pretty good spot. Right next to another crater. Nice easy glide slope. Alright. This looks like as good a place as any is to put it down. Let's see if we see anything first. Yep, I think I see some down there. Seems like another one with high gravity. There we go. Put her down. This looks kind of like Subnautica. Yeah, if you were playing Subnautica in before you crashed, right? Like that's essentially what you're doing. This is like Subnautica before you get shot down and stranded on an ocean world. Alright, I'm trying to find the closest spot. I thought I was a little bit closer to some stuff, but actually I think there's some right there. How did I end up so far away from it? Like, I can see the little spots, I think. But I ended up so far away from them when I thought I was, like, right next to them. That just goes to show you the distances. Yeah, look at that whole field over there. That whole field is full of them. I managed to find... Oh, God. Ouch. I managed to find, like, the one place on the planet that was kind of, like, not covered in this stuff, apparently. What are the odds of that? Alright, so this is the stuff we're looking for. Yeah, I highly recommend... Oh, I hit the wrong button. I highly recommend not throwing your controller. Because, as frustrating as the game can be, controllers are expensive, man. Alright, let's get back to the ship. Try to be a little more selective. Yeah, look, I literally put it down, like, we're surrounded by the stuff, and I managed to put it right in the middle of all of it without getting close to any of it. What are the odds of that? But we'll take off, go forward, want to go about 500 meters, and set her down again. We'll go for this second batch. There's a lot more of it. And this should definitely be far enough. Alright. But I appreciate everybody hanging out with me tonight. Don't forget, if you guys do enjoy what I'm doing, make sure you guys slap that like button for me. It lets me know you want to see more of this. Now, I almost said Subnautica. More Elite Dangerous. Look at all this stuff. It's everywhere. Alright. One more sample for this planet. That looks like a good little bit right there. There we go. We can disembark. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get enough money together because I want to start doing some of the other stuff, you know? And in this game, as much as it is fun to like grind your way, if you got money to start with, you can do pretty much whatever you want. And that's what I'm after. Because there are new things in the game that I would love to check out, which is like the colonization aspect of the game.
Landing gear retracted.
You know, finding systems that nobody's been to before, I think would be really cool. This is C, so we want to go C4, C5.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2.
Also, Dr. Van Gelder, appreciate you dropping in. Sorry I missed you. Feel like I'm doing circles around it. I can't turn fast enough. What up, Peter? How's it going? Appreciate you dropping in. Hope you're having a good night. All right. And there she is, our next target. Like I said, it's kind of crazy that there are 4 separate planets in this one system.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Okay, so we're going to have to be a little bit more selective in where we land, but still quite a bit of places here. We're going to try to aim for this area here in the light.
Orbital flight engaged.
Boy, this planet looks like a mess, don't it? What in the world is going on down there? What are the odds that out of everywhere in the galaxy we run into some randos out here doing something? Alright, we're going to put her down right in here. Maybe. See if we can... Ah, I see it. I see it. Little faint pieces of green here. So we want to kind of roll up in here.
Landing gear deployed.
I believe this is what we're after. What up, Jack? How's it going? Capri, good morning. Margaret, good to see you. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate everybody dropping in. Jack just bought a Fer de Lance earlier. Gonna grind to kit her out. Nice. And then buy a Python. Very nice. Some people like the Fer de Lance more than the Python. Believe it or not. But I think the Python's probably got a little bit more versatility than the Fer de Lance does. I don't know if this is what we're after, but it probably is. This is not the sub whatever Tectonica stuff. This is Bacterium Cerberus. Is this what we're after on this planet? C4. Nope, we're after Stratum Tectonica, so that is not the stuff that we're after. That is not the stuff that we are after. But if we look in the area, maybe we can find some more. Ah, see that right over there? That's what we're after. It's the stuff that sticks out of the ground. So we're actually going to go over here and scan this instead. This is the stuff we're after. Delete the old sample. Sample this instead. There we go. Get back to the ship. Go about 500 meters and do it all over again. What game is this? This is called Elite Dangerous. We are on the PC version of the game, which has the Odyssey expansion, which allows all of the stuff that you're seeing right now, actually. But there's a lot more to it. This is just one aspect of the game. There is a lot you can do in this game. You can do pretty much whatever you like. But this is a good way to earn some quick money. Because each one of these samples that we're getting, like in terms of like every 3 samples that we take on a planet is about $19 million. Alright, this looks like the stuff right here. Whoopsie. Wrong button. Looks like space game that never released fully. I'm assuming you're talking about... oh god, what is that? Star Citizen? Alright, that's our second sample. We need one more sample of that. That'll be another $19 million in the bank. To put this into perspective, this first system that we're doing is going to net us close to 80 million credits. Which is crazy. Because there are 4 different planets in this system. Alright, this is the stuff that we don't want. That might be. Can't tell if that's in the ground or sticking out. I think that's the stuff right there. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. That's certainly the stuff that we're after. Right there's our last sample. Finding a spot to land is a whole other ballgame. We're just bashing our shield against the ground. Trying to find a place to land this thing. You know what? I see another sample up there. It might be a little bit easier to land there. There we go. Sometimes finding a suitable spot to land is a little bit awkward. We got there in the end. Alright, this spot should be right back here. There should be. That's what we're after right there. You love these game types? Well, I highly recommend you check it out. This is on Steam right now if you've got a decent PC. This is on Steam for $9.99, and you can get the whole deluxe edition, which comes with the Odyssey DLC and everything. I just checked it today. It's like 60% off. It's literally like $9.99. All right, we are done with this planet.
Landing gear retracted.
Let's go to C number 5.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
All right, we want to turn this way. Alright, I guess I could have left it in there a little bit longer. I was a little scared. Dude, you go so fast so quickly that you just yeet past what you're trying to get to. Alright, this is our last target in this system. I highly recommend you get into some exobiology, man, if you want to make some easy credits. Like, this is about as easy as it gets. You don't really got to worry about losing your ship. Also, if you guys are wanting to know, the website that I am using is called Spansh, S-P-A-N-S-H. And they have several different calculators for like plotting routes and stuff. And this is one of them. This is called the Mastery of Exobiology or something like that. Alright, so again, 6 probes, so we want to just go boop, 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 boop. This entire planet looks like it's covered in life. Wonder what this planet's going to look like. It still looks like a desert planet by the little areas that are sticking out. But at least looks like it's covered in life. So it should be easy to find the 3 samples we're after. Pretty much anywhere.
Orbital flight engaged. Hull integrity compromised.
Too fast for orbital cruise. God dang it. Thought we were already in orbital cruise. Oh well. Like I said, we just got to get down to the surface, so no biggie. What up, Evil? Welcome to join your fleet carrier. Used to be EDDB, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, EDDB is no longer a thing. Unless you use the Internet Time Machine. I think you can still use it there. I think I saw somebody talking about doing it there. Just kind of looking for a good spot to potentially land. I'm thinking this spot right here is about as good as any. Should be pretty much life everywhere here, so shouldn't be a problem.
Landing gear deployed.
But yeah, I'm new to the whole like all this new stuff, so as far as like joining somebody's fleet carrier and stuff, yeah, I don't have any of that. I don't even have engineering or anything yet. We're literally, we just got the Python yesterday. We just got this yesterday. Like, we had lost everything in the previous, not the last stream, but the previous one before that. That's just a rock. Okay, I think I see some over there in the distance. So it's going to be a little darker on this planet. The stuff that looks light is actually rocks. But I do see some over there. You can kind of see it sticking up a little green. Yeah, there's a lot of it right over there. Okay. But yeah, we still got a lot to learn about the game. Again, I consider myself new to the game because I'm just getting back into it, and so much has changed since the last time I played it. So, we're just out here trying to make a little bit of money, have a good time, try not to die. That's the wrong button. All right. Sample number 1. Now we just got to go 500 meters and do it again. Only this time we'll know to look for like a darker green, because the light stuff is actually just rock on this planet. Servers will be down for maintenance in 10 minutes. Are you kidding me? You can't do this to me. I just started my stream, man. Well, that sucks. Well, we better hurry then. It's hard to see because I'm looking like directly into the sun. But I'm sure there's something out here. Okay, we got some over there. Oh, it's right here. Look at that. Perfect. Planned it. One more. Come on. I'm up against the clock all of a sudden. One more sample. Surely there's a sample around here. Look at that. Let's go, baby. Got it. Back to the ship. Quick. I didn't want to have to rush things, but I didn't realize there was server maintenance tonight. They just had server maintenance like last night. Alright. Get off the planet before something bad happens.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Alright. Now we should be able to go in here. Go to Lightens. Plot it. Get out of here. Where is my buggy? I don't have a buggy. I've been humping it. I've just been jumping from one spot to the next using my ship. Usually I can see the stuff from the ship, so I can just land right next to it. It's not that big a deal. Didn't really think I needed a buggy. It definitely would come in handy from time to time.
System scan complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Alright, let's get back to Ashby. And we can turn this stuff in, hopefully before the end of the, or before the maintenance kicks us out. What up, Herbie? How's it going? I appreciate you dropping in, man. Sorry that you happened to show up right as the server started. I didn't know that we were going to have to run into maintenance tonight. We got 5 minutes until the server goes down. It's only going to be down for about 40 minutes. But it's just annoying more than anything. Alright, so we are going to Ashby. So let me get Ashby Super Cruise Assist. I don't think it's going to do it. I think we're going to fly by again. Oh, it managed to pull it off. Wow, that's impressive, actually. All right, Ashby, we're here. We're on a time crunch.
Sorgon, Sierra Echo 4, Federal Flight Control welcomes you.
Landing pad 18.
Docking request
En route.
entering the station. Landing permission granted. You are clear for approach to pad 18.
Please don't shut the server down while I'm trying to duck. Landing pad 18. 17. Oh, there it is. Couldn't see it for a second there.
Landing gear deployed.
Beautiful.
Touchdown. Ship secured.
We made it, boys! Well, that's an unfortunate short freaking trip. But hopefully we can get in and turn these credits in and at least make the money before the servers go down. Played Elite on the Amstrad 464 like centuries ago. Oh, nice. 8 a.m. here, so you're working. So have a slight priority. I get that. Yeah, it's currently 3 o'clock in the morning here. See if I can beat the server restart. Hurry, we're on a time crunch, Ashby! Oh yeah, I can't jump. I forgot. I'm here!
Yes, I trust you. Well,
Sell.
let's see what you've got for us.
$76 million worth of
Is that everything? Thank you.
biological data there. That's what we're talking about, baby! To put that into perspective, we now have officially enough money, I believe, in the bank to potentially buy our first Anaconda. But that'll have to wait for another time. I was really hoping to have a nice long stream tonight. But the devs have other plans, apparently. What up, Noriko? This is Elite Dangerous, brother, man. Also, how you been? Since they're going to shut us down anyway, might as well look at the ships. I know they don't have the Anaconda here at this starport, but that doesn't mean we can't look at it. So we need 146.9 million credits, and we actually don't have enough. So we're right on the cusp of being able to buy this big behemoth here. Our first ever time getting an Anaconda. Can't wait, man. We're so close. We're so close. The last episode, we got the Python Mark II. And it's a beast. But yeah, I think yeah, I was gonna say we're about to get kicked offline, and there it is. Orange Sidewinder, gasp. Unfortunate. But I do appreciate everybody hanging out. I might as well sit here and chat with you guys for a minute. Like I said, I don't think we're going to hang out for 40 minutes and wait for this to come back online, but had a rough year. Sorry to hear it. Also, my condolences on your mom. Needed some time. Totally understand, man. Totally understand. But you know you can reach out to me anytime if you need something. Just put that out there. So if you need to talk, just hit me up, man. Been there, done that. My mom passed away in 2016, so I get it. But yeah, I'm sorry I can't hang out with you guys a little bit longer. Unfortunately, the developers kind of hit us, but we did a nice little speed run of 76 million credits in less than an hour. I think that's pretty solid. That's a solid amount of stuff for 1 hour's worth of work. There you go, Noriko. Got to keep your head up and keep pushing forward, brother. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope to get back out here and do some more Spacefarer and stuff at some point. But if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.